And then Kay gonna sneak over and go, I think we need to like raise all the songs up, put them in a higher key. Yeah, because I could get there today, right? So y'all know this is my favorite day. One of my favorite days. Because the other favorite day just happened, pajama day. But this is one of my favorite days. And all you kids, y'all like hid out in the back. But guess what? I know how to walk. I can come stand by you. I can come sit down and talk to you. So for all you big kids, because the little kids they've already rebelled. They're already like, I'm not participating. So all for you big kids, are you with me?
Yeah!
So last week's verse was Isaiah chapter 11, verse 6. And a little child will lead them. And so all week on the Facebook group, I've been posting images from stories about children who are doing just that. They do things that I don't see many adults doing. So one was a little girl who builds shelters for the homeless on little wheels so they can move around. The other one, what was the other one? Oh, the little boy holding the umbrella over the statue of the old lady. And I'm like, oh, how sweet. Number one, he doesn't see that that's not a live human being. And number two, he just wants to help. A child will lead them. And then in Matthew, Jesus says, don't you dare prevent the children from coming to me. It has always been one of my favorite scriptures. Because no matter how old I get, I'm still this. I'm still a child. And December's my favorite month. I watch all the shows. I drive Sherry crazy because I get us on a schedule. And the house renovation has messed me up. Usually it's every night. I'm like, okay, this is the Christmas movie tonight. And does she get to pick? No. Because I am the Christmas queen. So I pick. And this year it's been thrown off. But yesterday I did get her to sit down for 30 minutes and watch Frosty the Snowman. Now, how many of you watched Frosty in the lead up to this week? Because we've been talking about it. Rebecca's like, yeah, Marcy made me. And Kay, you're in trouble because your children ratted you out earlier.
I know.
And said you didn't let them watch Frosty. So, shame on you.
He didn't remind me.
Where,
so how I
dude,
supposed to know?
Where is your,
I know, but
channel that child. So I always liked it because Jesus said, don't keep the kids away from me. And so even as a kid, I was like, well, that's mine. Jesus loves me and wants me. Then I got older. And I was like, oh, so I'm supposed to like do adult things. So I'm not supposed to be all about all of this. And then I met all of you. And so I was like, no, I'm good. So Frosty the Snowman is an interesting story. And if you know the song, it doesn't say anything about Christmas. Nothing. But the only time you hear Frosty the Snowman is at Christmas time. So automatically I was like, oh, this is interesting. Not a Christmas song, but we only hear it at Christmas time. Then I started watching the show and I'm looking at the little characters. And so that's Frosty. Next slide shows Frosty and kids because all the kids love Frosty. So since Kay fell down. So the kids build a snowman. And then they put a hat on the snowman's head. And it makes him dance around. He comes to life. Exactly, Arissa, like that. You want to get up here and show everybody? You don't want to? Okay, you want me to show you? She's like something like this. But I don't dance, so my booty didn't wiggle right, but something like that. And he comes to life, and when he comes to life, it's just happiness, joyfulness. And he's like, let's have fun. Let's laugh and play, because time is short. Let's embrace what we have, because it goes away quickly. Why does it go away quickly? Because he's a snowman. And it gets hot. And if it gets hot, what happens to snow? Look at you. You ain't even watched the movie, and you got it. Good job. You still ain't smiled at me, though. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep working hard. Yeah. It gets hot, snowman melt. So the little girl in the front, her name is Karen. Karen realizes Frosty can't be in the heat. Karen realizes we got to get Frosty somewhere cold. So Karen's like, we need to go to the North Pole. And Frosty's like, yeah, that sounds good. How do we do that? Well, we go to the train station. Well, we can't afford it. So we hop a train in a refrigerated car. Okay, already, do you see the difference? Frosty's a what?
Snowman.
Karen's a what? Totally different, right? Totally different. One really, really likes the cold. One probably really shouldn't be in a refrigerated train. It's probably going to end badly. But Karen loved her friend, Frosty. And she loved him so much that at great risk to herself, she did what had to be done to get Frosty what he needed. But as they journey, Frosty realizes, oh no, this is bad. Karen's getting sick. And he looks at the little rabbit, hocus pocus, and he's like, well, you have fur, you're good. I'm a snowman, I'm good, but look at her. We got to do something. So now Frosty, who's not human, does something to show his love for Karen. And he jumps off the train. And he goes and finds somebody to help. We got to get her warm, build a fire, do something, please. I can't get into how critters can build fires. I just can't touch that. But he goes and he gets help. Even though he knows he has to get to the North Pole. But sometimes people need us. And a lot of times, kids, it is not convenient. It doesn't happen when we want it to happen. Your favorite show could be on TV. And your mom could come to you at that moment. Say, I need your help. Now, are you happy? Depends. Are you interrupting one of my Christmas shows? Because if you interrupt the Christmas show, no, I'm not going to be happy. But am I going to do it? Am I going to help you? Because you texted me in the middle of my show? And you need me? What do true friends do?
Help each other.
Help each other. You still ain't smiling, but you're getting all the answers right. Someone high five you. Good job, little man. Good job. That's right. They care for each other. And what Frosty really teaches us, and a lot of adults need to get this, doesn't matter how different we are. He's a snowman. She's a human kid. He lives in the cold. She probably should not. But they love each other. And they care for each other. Doesn't matter how different they are. Does that sound familiar? Does it sound like something we know about? Does it sound like something we talk about a lot?
Yes.
So can you tell me any scriptures to go with it then? Probably not. Proverbs 17:17. A friend loves at all times. At all times. Doesn't matter if it's good weather or bad weather. Doesn't matter if it's happy or sad times. A true friend loves at all times. The best friend I've ever had, besides my dog Mooch, and besides Sherry, don't want to get in trouble, is Holy.
Amen.
Best friend I've ever had. And I can talk to Holy whenever I want to. And I can even say, I don't even know if you're really there, but I'm going to talk to you anyway. I don't know if what I say I believe is like really going to get me anywhere, but I believe, and so I'm going to talk to you anyway, and I'm going to say, you're my friend. And because you're my friend, Bible says a friend loves at all times. So you always love me, and I'm good. You know what's so great about the kids? They haven't been tainted.
Yeah.
They haven't looked at the world and seen other stuff. Those kids built a snowman. They put a hat on the snowman and the snowman danced, and the kids didn't run. The kids were like, oh, look, we have a new friend. Adults, we would have put the hat on, the snowman would have started dancing, we'd be like, oh, I'm out. It's some kind of dark magic at work here. Somebody better call Harry Potter because we need some help. We would leave. But the kids look at it and the kids are just full of wonder. The kids are full of joy. Happiness. Because they see there's just another person we can love. Okay, he's different. He's made of snow. But we can love him. We can care for him. And he's our friend. And we'll follow him all the way down to the traffic cop that's going to yell stop. And when the traffic cops yell stop, some of us going to go home because we're going to be scared they're going to call mama and daddy. But if we're caring, we're going to stay. What now, Frosty? What you want to do? You still ain't smiling either. You want me to sit by you? Make you make faces? Look at you. Kids see the world and they see the magic of it. They see the awesomeness of it. They see that they can love somebody and care for somebody, and that's enough. The other interesting thing in Frosty, none of the people talked about the snowman or the people. None of them talked about any kind of faith. Nobody talked about, oh, well, I believe in this or I believe in that. Nobody talked about that. They were just living it. They were just doing it. And maybe that's what we need more of. Like if you, as an adult, talking to the adults now, if you as an adult, you look at the world and you don't see much to get happy about, maybe you need to think back. Maybe you need to come back to the kid part, where it's okay to love people who are different than you, where it's okay to sit at the table with someone who believes differently than you, when it's okay to show up for people, even though you might not get anything out of it.
That's right.
Maybe it's okay. And maybe it's exactly what we need in this day and age, when everything seems so polarized, and not in the good North Pole and South Pole way, polarized in this ugly way. Maybe what we need is more childlike magic. Maybe we need to bring ourselves, all of us, the kid part, the old part, all of it, to holy. And say, renew me with your magic. Show me again why I should, joyful, joyful, we adore thee. Show me again why I should be like him and be a jolly, happy soul. And kids, yeah, you. Maybe it's your job to show us, to remind us, to lead us into that, into the less talking and just more loving, into the truly believing that no matter if we're a snowman, a Grinch, a heat miser, whatever, there's plenty of love for everybody. And all we have to do is be open. Maybe you're the children that will lead us with Holy's help. The next part of Frosty gets a little rough. Frosty helps Karen, gets her warm. And in the process, Frosty melts. And Karen cries. Sometimes stuff happens. And when it happens, you know what? It's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. You don't have to be tough. You don't have to be the one that fixes it all. You can feel whatever you feel. And then what happens with Frosty, and I don't think I have a picture of it. Magic. Because he's a snowman. So the cold wind blows, and when the cold wind blows, what happens to Frosty? He's back. And he's dancing, and he's happy, and happy birthday! That's what he says every time he comes to life. Happy birthday! And Karen's like, Frosty! And then it's a party again. And then as Frosty leaves, Frosty says, don't be sad. I will be back again someday. And you know why? When we love people that way, in the way that Karen and Frosty love each other, that doesn't die. It doesn't end. It lasts forever. That's the same way Holy loves us. It doesn't quit. It doesn't end. It goes on and on and on. So you kids, open those hearts up. And as you grow up, keep them open. Don't be like some of these people. You know, like her. It was a joke, Arissa. Your mom is great. She's frowning at me like, girl. Don't make me come up there. And keep your hearts open. And feel all the feels. And every time you feel like you're going to lose a little bit of magic, say, Holy, remind me of all the awesomeness that there is. Because you love me at all times, no matter what. And all the people say,
Amen.
Amen.